The problem with the world is that nobody has an education. Nobody knows enough science because there's too much science now. And nobody understands the Bible because it's been taken out of education. So if you don't know about science and things that are said to you you don't understand the words of, such as Ouroboros-sphere, words like that aren't made up. And if somebody says you're using made up scientific sounding jargon, that means they don't know anything about science, mythology, history, or words in general. Nobody knows about God. Nobody has an education in it, except for those of us who have faith and have learned. And those of us who have been in the world have also had to learn science, even at a basic level. So believers are actually in a better off position to believe. You see, if somebody is based in science, but they don't really have a lot of science education, they're not formally educated in it, most of what they say is opinion, or ripped from a book as an opposing opinion, to say, that's correct, what you say isn't. The book may be wrong, but if you show them the correct idea, they might understand the science, perhaps, if they have enough education in it. But if you then show them something and say, look, this explains the wings of the cherubim, or it explains the wheels around, the eyes around the wheels of God's chariot, they have no clue. They don't know enough about God. They haven't read it. So me showing an arrangement of a one magnet surrounded by six magnets that have eyes all around the rim that move, and they have 6 sets of wings, 2 at the top, 2 at the side, and 2 at the bottom, because I placed 6 wings around it, 6 magnets around it. This means nothing to people without an education. And we all know the dumbing down of the human race basically began when they started schools and started to indoctrinate us. This might be conspiracy theory, but it means that voices like mine won't be believed because people don't know enough science and they know nothing of the words of God. It took me 20 years of reading the Bible to remember it and to things to jump out in certain circumstances for the correct thing to say or do. Trying to explain science to somebody and then showing them the proof in a Bible suddenly has struck me that these people don't know. Anyway, the game of shadows is over. And so now I can use mainstream science against itself for the electromagnetism that God showed me of how life is arranged and how it's constructed. This has now been confirmed in science. Science confirms magnets have vortices and ring vortices, which of course is what I've been talking about for 6 years now, a vortex to a rollover halo wave, a trumpet no less, and these are stable structures in magnets. And so I can, or have been given, more opportunity to now make more interesting videos. I basically have been waiting for media to catch up. No point in making videos when people are just telling you you're a crackpot. Not when you'd already said it all. So now, we're back in the game. So, brothers and sisters, and non-believers who are listening, everything I said about God came true. have a Merry Christmas. And, yeah, I wonder what the new year's going to bring. Thanks very much. My name is Lee. I follow the Christ. And I told you everything and showed you everything that God showed me. And now the world has finally caught up. So it's time to make a little bit more noise. And if that means bringing down people, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, the more noise they make, the quicker they are silenced. Let's see where this goes. Thanks very much.